Hello, everybody. She's like, I didn't check that camera.
It looks like
it is. Yeah, if you just, stand on your head. And then your mic's all like, all up in your business there, like my mic is,
It is?
It's fine. Just don't touch it.
Don't touch it?
We can both just have our mics in like that. That'll just become our new thing. Hello, everybody. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio. Okay, I'm not even on.
She's not on.
I just,
y'all are on.
I don't know. It's just, fiddling around here. I almost said something else.
That's usually what goes in the mix.
Trying to figure out. We've got a little. Mariah threw a wrench in the works this morning and told me I couldn't do what I wanted.
We have some exciting things that are coming up. It's
yes,
just, you know what? Sometimes, as we grow and become more professional, this willy-nilliness that we sometimes like to do isn't the right thing to do. So that's just where we're going to leave that right at this moment. She's going to do some bookmarks. I'm going to glue down some pages. We may be able to call this funky junky bookie done. Like, done for where it's at. And
yeah.
Its whole thing.
Like, more or less.
More or less. Anyways, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an arty friendly bunch of folks. I don't know if you know this, but we got the best chat in town.
We do. We're not just saying that. That's come from other people.
It is.
It's been verified by other professionals. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too. Even if the two professionals and maybe one other, outside of PM Studios.
We didn't, specify a number here.
That's right. All right, do say hello over there. Give those thumbsy upsies. That's, somewhere along the bottom part here. There's a thumb, and then you click it, and you're like, woo, I like it. If you want to share this stream, we really, really appreciate it. And if I see you doing that such thing over there on the Facebooks, I will woo you.
Woohoo.
Woo! Helps us grow here. I'm going to continue on my quest here to let y'all know that I want a trophy. Because if I put it out there in the universe, and Estella was so sweet, sent me this really sweet video, and I'm like, yes, that's what I'm doing. I am manifesting
my reality.
My reality, which is one of these days, I would like a play button. She don't care. I want a trophy. We want to build the community. We want to reach out to more folks that are just like y'all.
I'm more into monetary prices.
That is also helpful. It does help that thing, too.
Oh, it does.
But we're people over profit, y'all. I just want you to know that. It's important to say that as well. Okay, let's say hello to everybody.
I'm just happy if I get paint.
She's paint over
profit.
People, paint, and then profit.
Yes.
That's the
and
hierarchy.
People say not necessarily in that order. I'm saying in that order.
In that order.
Yeah.
That's good. Acme is here, and Webb, and Lar. Apome, that's April. Becky's here. Carrie Griffiths, he's Carrie the Crafter. Christy Hartman, Art Curious by M&W, that's Miriam. Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy, Devin Rax, that's Yolande. Eddie's here, he's the king of the nerd. Elizabeth Gerald, that's Jerry. Gray, like Gray, we got the package. I have some videos for you. Oh my God, so wonderful. You are so sweet. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda. Healing is Recycling, that's Liz. Hoarder Paper Crafts, that's Mimi. Jeanette, aka Janette. And tell your sister hello. I hope you both are feeling well. Jenny, Jennifer's Dog's Life. Justin Martin's back. You realize you show up another time, you hit the trifecta, and then we call you a regular. Lygia is here. Marsha Markle, Michelle, Nadine, Patricia, Ricky Nordmeyer, Sophia. Star Traveler, that's Linda. SWL, that is Sherry. The Shelley Studio, that is Margot. Margot, you are going to be so excited this month. Okay, so what? We got 2 more days in September. That means new products will come out on Wednesday. Also, my dear designers that are all here Please check back over in the design group later on today. I need to post a thing there because I have a request from y'all. It's a good thing. Okay, we gotta get the big mic. It's just too big. It's too big.
It's too big. I whacked everything a couple times the other day when I was
see that things have
messing
been
with my plates, and I got a little.
That's better. Sorry, that was bothering me.
Sometimes I tip before I spin, and then things get knocked off.
Things get knocked off.
They do.
Okay, hey, just me. All right, let's go top side because we're gonna be doing bookmarks and the book.
And the book. Okay,
That's
we're just going to start off with the book because the book kind of leads into what I'm really going to try to do today.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, I need to get this up because you really have to see.
She's been. I know this may to some like just happen upon this don't understand the hours that have gone into this.
Actually, days.
With the amount of shading, I would. This is pencil work. It's collage and then pencil work, correct?
Well, actually, this started out with this piece of paper. Remember?
This was on the little. Yeah. See, this is that thing.
And I just couldn't stand it any longer, so I went around the white edges of that. So
that's so much better. Yeah.
And I'm probably going to work on this side a little bit more. I like this, but I don't know that I love it with this. And then I'm like, you know, what difference does it make? It's my stuff. I can do whatever I want. But I think there are some areas here that I would point out to you that I think this right here is, this is just like, if you were going to take a snapshot of something, that area right there is absolutely.
I love you.
Do you love me?
I do, because it's just, and she showed it to me. I said, oh, you've been busy. And that I could tell that warmed her heart because she knew that I knew how much time she had been spending on just that.
Okay. And is Anne from Illinois here?
I have not seen her. I think she watches in replay mostly.
Okay. Well, Anne from Illinois, this is your paper here. All these little orange spots out here, that's your paper. And the X's and the O's. And this really,
oh, I know. I saw that. Oh, and then Miriam will not be streaming on Wednesday because it's Yom Kippur. Is that right? Is that what I read there? And then, yes, the Canadian Post is on strike again. That's okay because, I mean, I know that sucks. A lot of things that we have been shipping international, we've been shipping either FedEx or UPS. So heads up to our Canadian folk. I think that we should be fine if you are placing orders because I don't know that that affects
if those people are honoring the strike.
Right, it's the postal service, which is sucky poo poo, but you know.
Okay, well, we just need the politicians to get their act together and get those people taken care of because you know. We're not going to talk about that.
Just show your front page, and I think people understand where we're at with things. Yes. There we go.
Yeah. Get yourself node up.
I'm on surface duty today.
Hey, well, that's a good one because I think that really the surface texture of this, the visual, but there's some actual texture there too. Because when I glued down the O's and the X's, they were a little wrinkly. And that kind of added to the overall
I think it's fabulous.
Effect of it. Okay. So what I'm doing now is
Joanne.
Handing this off to Mariah because she's going to glue down. And I have picked the pages.
Yeah, we'll move the camera here at the end.
Yeah, and I will re-show you those. Okay, I just, I wanted to talk a little bit about this paper. I don't know if y'all know about this paper. I didn't know about this paper. And the reason I bought it is because the price was good. Pardon me. I don't know if the price still is good. It's made in England. Yeah. And look at this cool little.
Might get tricky.
Yeah, it's Cuthbert's Mill,
Let me look
but
over
the
on our.
style is, or the people, they call this Bockingford. Bockingford. Traditional watercolor paper. And then it gives you a little explanation on the inside here. But I like this stuff. I don't like the quality of it. I just knocked that thing. Did I knock it off?
I think we're good still.
Okay. What we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get some layers down on this piece of paper here. I'm not going to designate the bookmarks.
2618 is what it's listing right now. I usually
Oh,
don't say
wow.
these things.
That's way more than.
But then so that's the red one. So I think this is the
pink one.
or pink. Sorry. Okay, pink.
This is acid-free, archival, 12 by 9.
And I think it's the
140 pound.
pressed.
The
The cold press is $14.
Well, they don't really designate here.
But I could just tell
of.
by the feel of it because it's smooth. So that means it's
Yes,
hot.
it's smooth. And you can use it with pen and ink, pencil, charcoal. That's what I like about it because it has a bit of texture to it, but
it's almost more mixed media paper than
it's almost mixed media paper, and it's not super thick, but it's thicker than like copy paper.
Hi, Estella.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna get down some.
I just read I'm just kind of going through the messages, and all of a sudden Christy says to Paula, "Did you get your chicken stuffed?"
Did you get your chicken
Seems
stuffed?
like a personal question, but
I have to find I don't know where my watercolors are. Okay, that's not
yes,
it.
it's in the oven. Wonderful.
What I really want here is I think
Paula says Bockingford is lovely paper.
Does she use it?
I guess she does. She chimed in.
Every time I open this up, these darn magnets have not been doing their job. Okay, I've got mixing things there. That's good.
Yeah, me too. That's how I remember it too, Devin.
What?
That the hot press is like being ironed, and then the cold press is like having goosebumps. Because somebody told us that once, and it helps me remember.
I always have a hard time remembering that.
Mm-hmm. That's how I remember, because somebody told me that. Hello, Angela. Hello, Sandy Franklin.
Okay. Oh, here are the pencils that I used on that page that you just saw. And I don't know what, I'll just put those back there. All right, where's my? Basically, what I'm doing. What?
Cuthbert reminds you it is Bockingford rather than Bockingford.
Well, we're from Texas, and I don't know.
It's Bockingford.
Bockingford. Okay.
We put that R in there. You need to it.
It.
We like to it and hurt it.
Okay, so we've got a little problem here, and I need to readdress this, but it entails me picking up my thing and scooting it back. And
yeah.
It's taped down.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna have to live with that, and the lid might shut.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do there. It needs to be up there. I guess I could put it over here.
Yes, even when it's not there, we'll add an R or a like winder. It's not window, it's winder. Just gotta look out the back winder.
Okay, I'm moving that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to talk about, and I should have talked about this because you will notice on that here's my
Darcy said all the R's from England moved to Texas. They did.
That's a good one. Okay, so anyway, we're just gonna get down.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing today. I'm very discombobulated because Mariah changed my game plan early on. Oh, here, I better put some.
Oh, nice. Carrie says that you can get the so it's Bockingford. Booking food. That does sound proper when I say it like that, doesn't it?
Booking food.
That's a little too,
Yeah.
like just a little.
Maybe.
Boop, boop.
Maybe.
On eBay for £15, 91. I don't know if I don't know how to put.
Yeah.
It's pounds and cents or pence. I don't. In for a penny and for a pound.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, that's the. Okay, so I've got my 2 waters here, even though they look kind of crummy. That it is new waters. And we're gonna get some water on here. We're gonna do a little wet on wet.
Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between U.S. English and Texan. We establish that at least once a week, if not 4 times a week. That's because that's how many times we stream a week.
Hey, here's the thing. There are parts of the U.S. that you can go to that you cannot understand what those people are talking about, and they're speaking English.
There are parts of Dallas that people speak a different kind of Texan than we speak.
Okay, so Carmichael has relatives over down back next to Louisiana.
Yeah, that gets real.
Okay, so we stopped in the middle of it was great. I wished I'd had a phone that took pictures back in that day, but it was this little convenience store out in the middle of BFE, and I mean it's dark in Texas when there aren't any lights. I don't know if you know that or not, but it was so wonderful because it just shone like a little jewel in the night at the side of the and there was this giant, extremely, I'm not being racist here, I'm being descriptive, black woman with glossy, beautiful, she looked like she's carved in ebony, sitting behind the counter, smoking a cigarette, and just sitting there like, cool as all get out. And
it's like a scene from a movie.
I was just getting a soda and some chips because we were, I didn't know how much longer it was going to take us to get to our destination.
Yeah, you need to go to the bathroom. Yeah, and you need to go to the bathroom.
I didn't do it there.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they're questioning.
I just looked around and thought, I'm going to, and I'll tell you about that later too. Anyhow, I took my stuff up there and whatnot, and if the cash register hadn't read this was the old-timey, bonk, 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 and door comes open. I mean, this place was like out of
as it was
a time warp,
little time capsule.
It was amazing, and they had a few little tables where people could sit around and chit and chat, and there were some sitting arounders and chit chatters there. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Just hanging out at the convenience store.
And she told me the price of the items, and like I said, if I hadn't been looking, I didn't understand a word that she said.
Yeah, but it rang up on the thing.
It rang up on the thing, and so and I just thanked her very nicely, and she said something back to me that didn't sound. It sounded like it was nice, but I have no idea what she said.
That's like that when Dad came to Dallas. Because again, like we're kind of mainly, I grew up out in like the panhandle of Texas, which is also very different than even just Dallas. And then you had even further east Texas, things get more different. And then there are just parts, whether you go to San Antonio or wherever, just because of the different little pockets of other cultures that are dropped in, just what gets picked up and how that mixes in. It's really very interesting. But I can remember him coming and he's like, I asked for directions and she kept telling me bell line. And it was belt line. But bell line. He was looking for Bell Line Road. There's no bell line.
Okay, and so I was I was there on that trip. I was trying to find BELL on the map.
Yeah.
And I said, there is no such thing. Okay, so here's what you do. When you have watercolor paper, and you do want to, I'm just trying to get things. I apologize, but anyway, this is a good holder for your watercolor paper, and you don't have to tape that sucker down. It's not moving.
It's squeaky sticky.
Yeah, there you go. And then you can whip it off of there later on. And so you might say, okay, well, where are the bookmarks here? Well, this is going to be the bookmark.
Mm-hmm.
But right now what we're doing is we're laying down a layer. And you know how I am about layers. I want you to think about the thing that I just showed you over there. We may be starting out with watercolor. That does not mean that's where we're going to end up by any stretch of the imagination. But we're going to get down some layers on some paper here. And, okay, Mariah, can you read the requirements for this again real quick?
I told her, are you following the instructions? She says, I don't even know what they are. Like, well,
I pretend like I do sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You know, fake it till you make it. And I really wished I had taped over these, and I need to pull them off and tape them because they're not going to get any better. My little samples.
Yeah.
I've got, okay, well, we'll put them over here. And of course, I will probably forget that that's where they are.
All right, your suggested theme is floral, flowers, leaves, plants, stuff that grows out of the ground. This is a theme. The theme is a suggestion and not a requirement. You are an artist. Have fun. You need 3 of these little buggers. They need to be at least 1 inch wide by 5 inches tall.
Oh.
Do not attach the ribbon to the top for easy mailing. Keep them flat, y'all.
All right, basically, this is where, you know, when you're loosey-goosey like this is just have fun with it. Don't get all whatever. Because if you don't like it, you can cover it up. That's my thought for the day.
Hello, Margie.
And I like the messiness and this quality. And if it's not wet enough when I'm looking at this right now, I just reach over here and I grab my spray bottle that doesn't have any water in it. I don't know if this is the llama or the...
That's the sprayer. The clear one is the llama spitter.
Well, sometimes you want the...
Hello, Stephanie.
Now, see, look what cool things are happening there. Now, this is a bit mushy. So, if it's a bit mushy, all you do is you take your big old fat...
Hi, Juliet.
Sumi brush.
Hey, Jennifer.
And you suck it up.
Did I already say hello to Jennifer McKinnon? I think Jennifer McKinnon snuck in there.
But you need to be careful with that, because sometimes you can destroy the effects that you're getting here. Look at this wonderful watercolory mushy stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've kind of
Should tap some brushes out there. Some color burst.
I want to go off the page because
no, this is the Buckingford. Oh, that does sound good. I'm getting better at it. Watercolor, but it is a hot press, which it also says on there that it is good for charcoal and pencil work. So we said that yes, it is very similar to some of the mixed media papers we have worked with.
Okay, now I'm hoping you're starting to see this is kind of viney. So I feel like I'm within the parameters of the description of whatever here.
Yes, of course, Liz.
And yeah, all right. So we're just gonna, you know, watercolor requires patience.
I told her that she needed to have some of this done, but you see what she was working on. That's
just the way it is.
Just the way it is, y'all.
Just the way it is. Okay.
Hello, Lorraine.
Keep this flat and put it on its shelf over here.
What's next?
We're gonna do another one.
All right, we're gonna have options.
Options, folks. I always love options.
That sounded dangerous.
And yeah. This is not what we're doing.
Thumbsy upsies, y'all. Please and thank you.
The reason this is down here. Oh, and this just reminded me. Mariah, did you want to talk about what that one person advised on the 32-pound?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so some fabulous information from Edie. Thank you, Edie. Seriously, like, it was one of those things where it was like, oh, well, yeah. Why didn't we put that information together? But sometimes you just need that one person come along saying, hey, this was my experience. And then it's like, all right, so here it is. Let me whip it out on y'all. Edie uses the 32-pound HP, like premium paper, presentation paper, which is, I believe, similar, if not almost the exact same thing as the 32-pound hammer mill paper that we use as well, Tambien. Something to keep in mind about these types of papers, presentation papers, anything that has that kind of nifty finish, there's some kind of coating or finish, there's a finish on the paper, meaning they've done something to it. There's some chemical process or, thing that happens. I wish I knew more than that. That's the best I got for you as far as that part is concerned. Here's the information, though. She went on vacation. She turned down she lives in Texas, by the way, so we understand the heat. And the heat, this is a key factor. Just want y'all to keep that in your brain. So she turns down the AC because she's going to be gone for a while or whatever. She stored away her gel plates, and she put them in between paper, which we have advised many, many times, and I think a lot of folks do. Now, I don't remember if she said that she had conditioned them prior to or not. Now, one of the things that P always does is she oils them little babies up like little baby pigs going to show.
I grease them.
She greases them. There's a video for that. There really is, and it's a short, and I just posted it over Makers the other day because somebody asked about it. Or I made it a justification to post that video. Anyway, two things can be true at the same time.
Word.
So,
contrary to what some people believe, black is black and white is white. It's not necessarily true. There are so many different colors of white, you just can't even believe it.
There's so many different colors of black. In fact, there's like black 4.0 now. We only have 2.
Really?
Uh-huh. Anyway, getting back to this whole thing. We think one of the key things here is that you should, if you are storing away your plates, to condition them quite well, then put the paper on it. But also a thing that may be a good idea is actually using like the 20-pound just regular plain Jane paper, just printer paper versus the presentation paper. Here's the reason why. So Edie's plates ended up getting very, very sticky and cloudy. Like P has a couple of those plates that have done that. Those are the ones we were talking about the other day.
You watch me pry them off.
That's why she sent us the information. She said, hey, I don't know if this is, applicable, but I think that it is. They are some of her oldest plates, too. So you have to think about, they have had the most, usage.
Yes.
And especially like with the hammer mill. And maybe she left some on there for an extended period of time. But we think it's that paper with the finish plus the heat.
Yeah.
That can, over time, create the extra sticky, cloudy plate situation. So, there you go. Pass it along. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
We heard it from Edie. We put it together with the information, and she put it together with the information that we were given about the P's sticky plates. And then with that other added little factor in there, and I love that. Oh, you want to tell them about your brush? Or did you already tell them about this brush?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
You can tell them.
This is one of P's most favorite brushes, I think, right? This is No, this isn't the... Which one is this? Is it a dagger?
Mm-hmm.
No.
This is not the dagger. I must get the dagger.
And I spoke of the dagger, so I must bring it out.
Okay, remember, this is my, okay, here it is.
Eddie would like everybody to know that he leaves his plates naked. There you go. Look at this caddy. If you want to see that, there are videos for that. It was an extended period of process as well. How we do things.
It was, and as it very well should be. Okay, here we go. Okay, dagger does some cool things.
Miriam says that she does not put the paper over them because it absorbs all the oil out of the plate, which that does, but that's one of the reasons like P extra oils
them.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's almost like the paper's like little oil spongy things, or just keeps the oil on them. I don't know. That's the best way to explain that. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. This is a good splasher, Mariah.
Well, yeah. Look at that. That's some professional splashing.
Okay, I'm just messing this around so that I can get something down here and I don't feel.
The other one was a filbert.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job,
Somebody
Rhonda.
say that?
Yes, Rhonda.
Thanks, Rhonda. Okay, I don't think I'm going to suck that up because I'm seeing that's doing some cool things there. I'm just going to leave that.
That's right.
All right, now, I could have had all these prepared, you know, like pulling the thing out of the...
That's what I requested.
That's what she requested. But because this is just that kind of... Gotta get a little more water on that to get some...
Mo would like people to note that this was the day that you spattered.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have a little... Yeah, see, I need a guard. I need a sneeze guard over here.
Okay. Lovely.
Hey, Sandy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the heat plus utilizing those papers that do have some type of finish on them. But mainly the heat.
Now, I should talk about these watercolors a little bit.
Oh, yes. In fact, she's even done it on the plate. In fact, if you ask good old Julie, why am I blanking?
Torrance.
Nope. Australian Julie.
Oh, I thought that was Torrance.
No.
No. Okay. Well, step in there and...
Yeah, they'll help me here in a second. Anyway, I just totally blanked. She has the hearts that P did with the fan brush. She's also done like the circle ones.
Oh yeah.
She's a fan of the fan brush. I am not a fan of the fan brush. Fan brush makes
Yeah, I
me
like
angry.
the fan brush.
Here's
Fan brush. And I have it in many forms.
She does.
I love the fan brush so much.
She's got ones that
I've
have seen better days.
Some that look a little raggedy.
Parker, thank you. Yes, Parker. Yes, thank you guys. Julie, I'm sorry. It's early.
Okay, yeah, and you can tell this is not a real premium brush here. I mean, they didn't even feel like they needed to write down the name of it. That's how not proud they were. Okay, now I keep this one over here because this is just, you know, I don't care. But this badger brush didn't need to be over there. It needed to be back there.
Well.
Okay, so there we go. Good stuff going on here. And we will take that up later. I'm just going to go ahead and leave these all on here.
Yeah. That's correct. Yes. Presentation paper. Like, just don't put that direct to your plate if you're storing it. We don't know for sure that is a factor, but it seems like that could play into it. Along with, you don't want to keep your plates anywhere where it's going to get super hot. Keep in mind that, you know, P does keep hers over here near the window, and there was a point in time when the window was open, or, you know, the blinds were more open.
Yes, and there was a time when
it would get a little more hot up here and whatever.
Yeah. And then we would actually, you know, like go on vacation or something, and who knows how hot it would be or whatever. You know, Man was here with the animals. I wouldn't imagine he would have let it got that. Okay. So something I forgot to mention. Hey, Mariah, can you hand me that page back that I was talking about?
This one?
Because I forgot something.
Oh, yeah, you're going to talk about that you use some PM Artist Studio products and such.
And such. And that's kind of where I want to go on this. Because, and I tried to find this, I've lost this stencil. But anyway.
She means stamp.
Stamps. Sorry.
She didn't put it back in.
You can see this one. Okay. This one is, Mariah will tell you what it is.
It looks like, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the small one of Bubble Wrap by Carrie.
Okay.
The crafter.
This is really wonderful. Can you see it on here? And then what I did in order to kind of, because this was all really bright white. Remember the bright white background? And if you don't remember, it is on video.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and check it out. This here is a piece of paper of Anne from Illinois. Then I just went over, you can see on the edges here, see that darky stuff? I used some of my mixes over here, and I really did just mix them, put them out there. It sopped up the paint and dulled everything out. That's how that came about. And when I did that, my ink wasn't dry on I hadn't allowed it to dry as long as it probably needed to, and you can see the X's over here. But then I came back with and tried to make the same color of, because I used the Juniper Mist Premium Dye ink by Catherine Pooler. That's what this is. And then this is mixed up with Payne's Gray and Magenta over here. And I think I did a mighty fine job of matching those.
Yeah, you did.
Anyhow, so kind of lost some of that. So I came back in with pencil and redefined the circles that I wanted to keep.
Bring them back.
Bring them back. A lot of this, and I wanted the overlap, I wanted to really emphasize the overlapping here. I wanted to kind of give a little bit of three-dimensional quality to these. So I took this color here and put in that shade, but then I reinforced that also with the colored pencil. Now you might say, well, why aren't you doing that on... Well, you don't want to be spending 8 hours with me fiddling with this. I don't want to watch that. I don't find it entertaining.
Well, and half the time she's like also watching shows,
murders
and things.
Yeah, and and right now I'm rewatching because I've watched it, but I don't even know what his name is. The actor in Arrow.
Dude, I don't know. I don't watch any of this stuff.
Okay, well, there's 7 seasons of it, and I always like to pick those series that have a lot of seasons, because once I get into it, then I don't have to figure out what's going on. And half the time I'm not even watching it.
So it's like she can watch it over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look, I missed that part. And anyhow, I love the main character, the Arrow guy, because he reminds me of one of my students a lot.
Steve Amell. I think.
Oh, yeah? Well, anyway, he's wonderful. And he reminds me of one of my most favorite students. And I'm not going to mention any names, but I am looking for him. And if you're out there and you know that, then
you know who you are.
Need to get in touch with me. Okay.
After all these students reaching out and going, I was your favorite.
I thought I was your favorite. That's like your kids, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was more than one. Okay, so Juniper Mist is a good one if you want to kind of get that purpley blue effect on your...
That's a fabulous blue.
It is a really fabulous blue. And, okay. So while
Becky likes to watch him working out. I guess he's...
Oh my goodness, and does some really... And there's no doubles there. It really is him, because they show his face while he's
doing it.
Oh, it's... Yeah, he's buff. Here. I don't know if that's a word that...
Is that what the kids say these days?
I doubt that that's what they say.
Brad, one of the stock guys that he, watches and learns from or whatever, he says, the kids still say that?
Yeah, then usually they don't.
No. Like if you're asking, it's probably
don't. All right, so what we're going to do today is what I didn't get to the other day.
Hello, Kilanova.
And Mariah, do you know...
Yes, Patricia.
I forgot to ask you for the other stencil that has the thing down the middle with the open sides.
The Mashup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You need the Mashup too.
Is Brad listening down there?
I actually can hook you up. Accidentally, but I didn't have to admit that. But I'll be right back.
Okay, excellent. So we have Mashup 1 here. And I've got it, and we've used it a lot. But you'll see what happens when you use the other one. Otra. this is the section that you're dealing with. And I still, of course, have my other gauzes here to bring into play should we need such. And don't worry about the watercolors are drying over here. Hopefully, I don't know. Depends. I don't know what the weather out there today is. I haven't even really looked. It seems like it's a bit cloudy. Is it
a little overcast? I don't know. I haven't been out there, but.
And last night was Izzy's first. This is first sleepover.
I mean, she has stayed with her Lola before, but never like a friend. This was her first friend stay over.
Okay, the first thing that I do to this stencil when I acquire it is I cut off the
We had somebody ask, say, I think I found it in the shop, but did P remove the edge? I was like, yes, she did. But see, this how it's done. You just snip.
I mean, it's not rocket science by any means. And the surprise that we have for you, I'm very proud of my job of altering the edges on it, but I can't talk about it right now because Mariah will throw something at me and hit, and it would be, I mean, nobody wants to see that.
Well, the crazy thing was, so it started out as just, she was gonna, be over there, and these are her friends that like stay up late and they party over there. We
not
are not
just the kids.
I'm just like, man, I'm old. Keep in mind, we are about 10 years old, at least 10 years older than most of any of Izzy's siblings, peers.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because we,
it just didn't happen in a timely manner.
If not, usually about 15 years older than some of these folks. And it's like, we're going to bed. I slept all right. There were a couple of times I woke up and I was like, oh.
Okay, so this is style 2. And I'm really glad that you handed me that because you can see the difference here in the two. And this... And what happens here? What?
Oh, Paul, this is her niece's first camp out. Her sister sat outside the field all night long with the thermos and binoculars.
Oh, well, now that's some dedication. I never did. I was like, oh my God, they're spending the night someplace else. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. The funny thing was like, Christy would always come to our house. Yeah. I liked being at our house.
Because you said her house smells funny.
It did.
And it wasn't like that it probably did smell funny, but, Miss Super Schnoz here.
Yeah. Like, cleaning products and stuff. That wasn't used at our house.
Oh. I've doubled up on the plates here because it falls down into the bar that goes across.
We need to clamp that in somehow. So it doesn't suction on there.
Yeah. Take it all apart and start over.
Welcome to those of you that have come in to say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We'd like to know that you were here. Why is that, Patricia?
Because it's really important to the algorithm.
That too. Plus, we are arty friendly people.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all. Thumbsy upsies.
Okay, it just so happens I had this other thing down on here, which is really, like super cool and that's, of course, it's dry. That's always good too.
Hi, Michelle.
All right, I'm going to turn this around again because I kind of think I want a strip on this side. I like the yellow and the dots on the other side. I wish I could find my other exes from Texas, but it'll show up. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I think it fell under the desk. That just seems the most logical.
What?
The stamp fell under the desk? Or are you looking for the stencil?
No, I'm looking for the stamp.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. You see, I had it.
Obviously.
And it is here somewhere. I mean, unless it developed ambulatory properties. All right. Oh, no, that's not it. That could be interesting. Let's try that. You know what I really I do shake them up sometimes, but this stuff really stays in suspension. Admirably. But the good thing about these is, and I think I've mentioned this before, so we're going to do and don't worry, that doesn't seem like a lot of paint. But
oh.
sometimes it's really hard for me to find things because my drawer only opens up so much before I'm afraid it's going to fall into a out onto the floor.
And so we took her stuff over because we hadn't planned on it. So the nice thing is it's just like right in this neighborhood, just a little hop, jump, skip over, like 5 minutes away, which is great. So brought her all her, her blanket and her toothbrush and this, that, the other. And then as I bring her bag in, she says, "Oh, great, you brought my skincare." And I was like, "Listen, kid.
8 years old,
no.
Skincare.
I'm like, "No."
And this is bogus.
I brought you your toothbrush.
It's
your mouth care.
Because she doesn't, I don't know, she doesn't even wash her face sometimes. And she's talking about, I think she was just like posturing for her friends or something.
No, I bought her some nice stuff. Because she kept using rando things. And I was like, okay, if you're really that adamant about this, I'm going to at least get you some, like, easy, like, for just good skincare.
All right, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not feeling, feeling it yet. Y'all.
Oh, awesome. She's running through. Oh, hey, Becky. Got both Beckys in the house.
Becky B?
Becky says that her son assures her that stinky feet means healthy guy. I don't know if that's true. But I love the justification. The cat did too.
Okay, new stencil down on the, unfortunately, and I knew there were probably not going to be much coming off there, but that's all right. Hey, I think that's looking pretty spiffy.
It's something. I don't know about all those colors together, but I trust your judgment.
And then we must decide what to pull it with. We'll have to decide that later because that needs to dry properly. All right, let's get some more down here. What's going on? Oh, look at this. Oh, this is fab. Oh, I don't even know that needs the other stencil on it. I think we should just decide on what kind of colors we're going to use here. All right, let's turn this over so we can properly determine. Well, we have a lot of mucky muck and gray here.
All right, you're on your own for a second.
I'm on my own for a second? Okay. Anywho, I don't know. I think we need to brighten this up. Let's use gold. So, we've got two options. Well, actually, we have more than two, but I'm just going to bring these two out here because these are my two. And you can see the difference in between them. This one has a lot more red to it. And it also is a little bit more opaque than this one. I'm going to go with this one because I'm just thinking I kind of need that. Put this back in here so it's not blocking my black. This is going to be we probably won't pull it today. It's going to be a sit there for a while kind of situation. What did I do with my brayer? It seems like this Aura paint doesn't the gold. Okay, what do I got going on here?
Cookies. Did you find all the bracelets you wanted to find?
No, not really.
Hmm.
Okay, there's a that
A hair?
yeah, I think I got it. I mean, like, in the whole scheme of things, that's really not the most horrible thing that ever happened.
Yeah, get it off of the thing over there. You don't know how to do it?
What you talking about?
Just pull it off of the front part. Nope. 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 Nope.
What are you doing? What does she want to do?
She wants to take. Here, let me show you, little sweet baby. Look. See, pull that up.
She doesn't. We haven't had that option before. This is a new.
Oh, grab some out of my office underneath the desk or like on top of the desk. There's a roll. Okay.
Alrighty.
What she's doing with it? She needs a whole roll of tape.
Oh, that's why
I should ask more questions, but
it's probably one of those things. You know, it's just.
that's
Do
not.
you really want to know?
Not really.
Okay, we're going to retire this one because I think it's got that. I love the gold with that sort of eggplanty color there, and I don't. Put that back over here and watch the air conditioner blow it off. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that.
That's fabulous. Kilo, you do you. No judgment here. Not into it, but no judgment.
On.
It's smeat smelling. Feet smelling.
Oh.
Her husband liked to. But he gave a good foot massage. Hey, you know what? You can smell my feet all you want if you're giving a good rubby rub. I don't care.
Okay.
You asked. You wanted to know them.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
Hey, Flo.
So. I've kind of got, this is, okay, this,
Be right back.
interesting. This is how I got the page to look like that. That's the color. And you can kind of see me dragging it along and really getting the edges covered really well. And I don't think that's probably going to make a whole hill of beans difference here because what we're going to do now, okay, we get this down. Now we are going to grab some of the other gauzes. And one of the ways that you can really see if this is what you want to do is you can take your already printed on and put it underneath and see, okay, well, that's really not working out terribly well, is it? Okay, I know one thing. Because the overall colors on this are very, very dark, we're going to go with something lighter. And I'm thinking maybe more opaque than transparent. Okay? All right, let me get my bridge going here so that I can put these over here and not have them stick together. Always good. Spread them out. That's what I'm doing right now when you can't see me. And then I'm just really determining which one of these. And it's really kind of nice because all of them are sort of in the dark range of things. And I think, okay, can you see how that's going to line up there? I don't know that that's going to be good because this solid part is going to be right here where it's really dark. So this one I need to go back to the number 1 mashup, which is this one. Okay, do you see why? This is why you need both of them. And that's not just because we sell stencils here, it's because you really do need that. Okay, so we decided we want to go opaque, we want to go light because we want it to show up and over we want this stencil to show up on the other one, which is dark. And if we go dark on it, it's just going to be dark on dark, and it's not going to be good. Okay, to that, all right, so I'm going to go with not, all right, here, this is fluid acrylic iridescent gold deep fine, okay? And I don't know, I think it's open, I don't know. I don't really have these designated. This is heavy body. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to use this because I want it to have a lot of viscosity, and I want to be able to transfer that paint to my other print. And remember, when you are printing paint on paint, it's different than if you're painting paint on paper. I know I say that all the time, but there will be somebody that hasn't heard that before. So if you've heard that before,
Yeah.
no worries. You know, just kind of.
Hey, Lexi.
And I really do love using gold on that. The darker print. Now, do you see why I use so much paint there? Because in order to get a good coverage there and get down in those nooks and crannies, you saw what happened on the other one. It didn't completely go down into the orifices that it needs to in order to establish the lines of the print. My carousel's in the way, but that's all right.
Hello, Diane.
Can you pull this off for me, Mariah?
Ooh. A little more wet than I thought it was going to be. Oh, okay. All right. Kilo's got some tea, like the tea bag paper. And what you have to keep in mind is that it is very similar to some of the rice papers. It's a little more sturdy, which means it's a good thing to work with. I do think it tears. Like, I can't really remember. It's been a little bit since we have worked with it on the gel plate.
All of those papers that you use for sumi and that kind of printing, you need to take a lot of care with those on the plate because they do tear very easily.
But it does kind of depend on the tea bag paper because they're not all the same.
They aren't the same, and I'm glad you mentioned that because we got one batch that was very fragile.
Yeah, and then others aren't. So
and
it
and also they were a little less transparent. The ones that came on the roll. Remember those?
The key to it really is, especially on the gel plate, is that it's kind of like with any of the papers. If your paint is somewhere in between both, like almost dry but then still a little wet, it's going to more likely tear or stick or rip or, do all the things that you don't want it to do. So either you need to leave it on and let it dry, which is usually about, 20 to 30 minutes. Now we leave things overnight. What's it? Or it's a quick pick. The paint's wet. Up, down, up, down.
Yes, up, down, up, down. that would be my suggestion. Yeah. I want you just to appreciate how pretty this is.
Yes. And welcome, everybody. Do give those thumbsy upsies and say hello in the chat.
So here you go.
Love that. Love that lots.
I really, there's just, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. All right. So now let's bring back in numero uno.
And did I say hello, Lygia? If I didn't say hello to you.
Hi,
I
Lygia.
tell you, every time I see you using your neon tape, I just get a chuckle and think about your, instructor that gets a little prickly about the, I mean, and it is like neon greenish yellow.
Oh.
I think it's fabulous. It's very,
All right. Now, we've already got a suggestion of what I think that should happen here. Because I do very much love the orange with the blue. You all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for this to really become a thing here, let me get this down.
Hi,
Lee. And I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, I want to have this big section here definitely over this one.
Yeah.
So is it going to be better if I turn it this way? Does it really matter? Well, I guess it does a little bit.
Yes.
Check it out.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that this is, when I first started teaching in Friona, we had a very large I mean, especially in art, my students were from Mexico.
Well, just in Friona in general, like
because
it was 80% Hispanic, 20% other.
Yeah, and of course, English is their second language, and they would work on teaching me Spanish, and I would. Then they would say, I want to know. I really want to know. Share. Share. Well, they were saying Chair.
Chair.
Share.
Chair.
And I just thought that was absolutely wonderful. But it would embarrass them if I would say something, even though I was saying it in a very appreciative, loving way. So I didn't mention it anymore because it embarrassed them and made them feel uncomfortable. And then I said, okay, it's all right for you to laugh at my pronunciations of words in Spanish, because they would just just roll on the floor, and I can't remember which one it was that
would really get them,
because one of the words that I would use in English, if you said it in Spanish, was a very bad word. It had something to do with roofing materials. I can't remember what it was.
Eddie, like Gia.
Eddie? Yeah, I mean,
Estella. I think all three of y'all are here, so, help us out.
Help us out.
It was a bad word, maybe associated with roofing materials. Those are your clues.
Those are your clues. And then I would play Leela Downs. Y'all know Leela Downs? I don't know if you know Leela Downs or not, but anyway, she's her father, I can't remember. Anyway, she's of Latino origins. I can't tell you exactly, but anyway, I love her. And one of her songs was La Cucaracha, da da na 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 na. Okay. And then the other one was about drunken beans, borracho. And I would be walking around, singing along with her, and they just thought it was hysterical because they thought I didn't understand that, it was really kind of not an appropriate song for a school type setting. But because it was in another language, if the principal walked in, I guarantee you he didn't know. Yeah, he was way more clueless than I was. Okay, we're going to do something kind of weird and wonderful here. We're going to do hot pink.
Yay! Mo, look away.
Look away, Mo. Look away. I was going to go blue, and then I just all of a sudden, I just had this vision of.
Okay, here, hold on. All right, now I got info here. Possibly.
You got info for me?
Eddie doesn't know about Mexican Spanish. It is different. It's true.
It's different.
And especially Tex-Mex. It's way different. Oh, and Miriam. Yes, of course, Miriam. Miriam, I'm sorry. I always forget that you know Spanish too.
And it's the English word that if you say it in Spanish, it means something else. I can't. And anyway. Oh my gosh, isn't that wonderful?
Well, see, this is one of those things where you need to, so you've got to understand roofing materials first and then be able to.
Yeah, it's a multi-dimensional quandary. I'm going to try to get some of this over here. I know that it's not going to totally happen.
Shingle.
Yes. Yes.
And from Florida got that, y'all. I just want y'all to know that.
But they would be embarrassed for me because I was so ignorant. And I always thought it was just hysterical.
And now I can't wait for this. Mo and Laura, you were epic.
Okay. New paper because that other one is ever so slightly.
I was like, I didn't, sometimes it's the obvious. I was thinking, all right, is it like kind of like the flashing? Is it, what else goes into roofing? But, shingle seems to,
And I yeah.
No, but shingle, like, so it, are you like chinga? Like chingo? Like chinga?
Could be. I know what that
isn't chinga? Chinga's not a good word, right? Do we get dinged on the YouTubes for?
I don't know.
How does that work? You're cussing in a different language.
Okay, I'm putting that down because I want to
It's getting good here in the.
Just leave that. Okay, I decided that we're just going to go ahead and get this up, and because I don't. I only. This is the only.
Oh. Yeah, like it's the F word. The one we want to use sometimes. Not fodder. We don't like that F word either. But I can say that one and not get in trouble about it. People's feelings don't get hurt and clutch their pearls. I just got my beads.
I forgot my pearls.
I didn't wear my beads.
Anyway,
or I didn't wear my pearls.
It's kind of hard to clutch them if you don't have them. I guess you could sit them on the. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to pull this because I think it would be interesting. To do an over printing. Okay, I've got some mucky muck here, and this was I can't remember what I was doing.
Is that like the WTF? Like, yeah.
What?
Oh gosh! I think like Gia's mom was kind of like you.
Okay, I don't know what this is, but I don't want it there. And if I wanted it there, I could just, ignore that it is there and go ahead and. What?
Well, our Spanish-speaking folks are, I think, getting a good chuckle out of this for sure. I'm enjoying it. I don't know how much of this I should repeat out. If you aren't, able to see chat today, I would say wait until it renders because, if you're watching on replay, please give those thumbs upsies and do all that YouTube business that one does. Like, subscribe, share. We do this 4 times a week. Please leave comments down below. And the longer, the better. Get wordy. Tell me about your day. It's okay. They don't judge you on the content of the message, just the length of it. Is what I'm finding out,
It's quantity, not quality.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got most of this up here.
Bye, Yanka.
Bye, Yanka. Okay. I told you about my tape dispenser. This is absolutely
She
the
loves it.
shiz knit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just call this the stream that got a little bit cussy, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Depends.
one can always plead ignorance, and
You're like,
and sometimes it's the real deal.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, by the way, did you all watch Eddie's video with?
They were loving on him at the beginning of the stream.
Oh my goodness!
His interview with Hazel was
Hazel. Oh, and she is a delightful person. I don't know why I don't know about her.
and she needs to come over to the PM Artist Studio live streams.
She does. Because
She's been here
would
once,
just fit
or
right
twice.
in with our crew.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a little bit cussy too.
A little bit.
I loved it. You know, when she Ted Gums Bubbles. If Fran were here, she'd be giving me a ration of what about that.
Shingles.
Shingle. Carmichael always used to say when he couldn't think of what a word for something that he like a tool or something, he'd say chingadera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a bad word or not.
I think we've established that it is in the realm. It is in the bubble of the shingles.
Now this is fluid, but you can see it's open, but it's also fairly transparent. So we can get a lot of mileage out of this. Now, in order to do that, what I need to do here, when I'm using open paints, always have your papers lined up. Have at least 3, if not 4.
And then add another, just in case.
Maybe 5.
Because then you put down more paint than you realize. So not only do you have open paint, you got a lot of it.
You got a lot of it. Okay, so I've got my... I've got this one, which is the brayer off and then the flop off. That's a good one. I've already done this one. Oh, I think this one's quite nice. Although I think it would still benefit from one more layer of just the gauze. So I'm letting that dry. Putting that over here. I'm going into my pile that was under my straightener outer.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be good. Okay, this one's rather nondescript. Oh,
Hi,
look,
Liz.
we've got a super dark one here.
It's perfect.
Perfect. I don't really want to deal with that right now. Okay, this would be great with either 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And this one would be.
Now, remember.
And this one would be.
Why don't I just glue this stuff down tonight?
Oh,
this is not exciting work.
Seriously. Yeah. And then you can show it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll show my book. Mine's looking mighty fine. If I might not, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, and
words are hard.
I am telling you what, Mariah and her spraying, oh my gosh. It was out of this world wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I think we have enough here. And I hope you're not disappointed about the watercolors. They're not drying very fast, I can tell, because when I roll them out, they're still shiny. Might have got a little carried away with the water. Prone to do.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay. You know what it looked like? You saw it here, and when you see it later, you'll think, oh, I can't even tell.
So Tuesday, because it's still September.
Oh, yeah.
You can tweak them up Tuesday.
And I do want. I talked with Monroe, who's my switch partner.
Your switch partner.
It's another S word.
Yeah.
Anyway, swap. My swap partner.
Switch.
And he was really, he was worried that his was not going to measure up and be as wonderful as it needed to be. And I told him he needed not to worry about that.
Hey, Magnetar.
Because the thing is when other people do stuff, they don't do it the same way that you do it. So it's really, it doesn't matter what it is. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because that isn't what you would do. And it's really wonderful to have something. And do make sure that you sign your name on these, because I'm going to sign my name on mine. And that way I won't have to, later when I, get it out and show it or whatever, I won't have to worry about it.
Well, if he forgets, we'll write his name on there for him.
We will. And it'd be best if you'd sign your own signature, because then you won't have to be worried about it. All right, I'm not going to go with this.
Yeah, and then when you get famous, we won't be accused of counterfeiting.
I want, okay.
Right? Is that how that works? Counterfeiting?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's the right word for it or not, but
Forgery.
forgery.
Forgery. They
There we
put
go.
you in jail for that kind of stuff. Well, they counterfeiting too, but
I
that's
don't-
usually considered making.
Like, we weren't being sneaky about it, though.
Yeah, forgeries is the word that you use when you're copying
Mm-hmm.
without permission. Counterfeiting is when you're making.
That's right, Becky.
Making money, and it,
Thank you.
you,
They're
you,
helping
you
me out.
weren't employed by the
Uh-huh.
government to do so. Okay, so
Mhm.
these two are kind of pinky. So we really want to kind of maybe get rid of that. And I think we're going to use this one, but I'm going to put the paint down first. And I want a heavy body paint. And we're going to go with Payne's Gray. I really, when I'm doing watercolor, I don't like Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray.
Gosh, I feel like you're going to pop a blood vessel every time you do that.
Sometimes I feel like I am too. Or I'm going to say something that's, not appropriate for public consumption.
Oh, Diane, and some days it is just like the struggle is real. I don't think I had enough water yesterday, so my brain's a little about words and remembering the words, and then
yeah. Well, I've always had sort of trouble with that.
Yeah.
And then when I'm here's the thing: when my brain is going into creative mode here, it's really, really difficult for me to come up with words. I mean, even just when I'm smooshing paint around like this, it's kind of hard for me to do wording. Oh, my nose is itching. But I have found a pocket. What?
They're just making And let me ask you this: did you understand the conversation regarding Grinder and Eddie's? Had I explained that to you?
No, I don't. I don't know what
She doesn't know what that is.
The TikTok, Instagrams, and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know of their existence. Of course, I do because I don't live in a closet. But as far as utilizing them, or even, and I don't even know what to do about. Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah. Intentional brayering.
Intentional brayering requires
Yeah.
thought. Okay, a lot of paint out there. You see that? You can see that. And I'm putting my arm in it. I showered this morning, and I came out of the shower, and I was putting product in my hair, and I looked at my arm, and I was like, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, you can tell there's a lot of paint there.
I mean, that is some mighty fine brayering out there, Patricia.
I know it is, and that's good that you realize that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm putting this side down because this is the painty side. This is really the side that I would put down if I wanted it to come off of the plate if the plate were naked.
Exactly.
Right?
Justin.
Everybody got that? Yeah. Don't know if I lined that up properly, but
There. That was a very nice way to put that, Becky. Good job. It's an app for folks to hook up, meet each other.
Like a dating app.
Not really dating. That's more commitment than what is usually involved.
This is like what we used to call one night stands.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
I know about that. I might even have had a few of those.
Oh, I don't want to know about that.
And it most always involved alcohol. I mean, isn't that the truth on anything? Now look at this. See this? Shiny paint there? Shiny paint there?
No, Carrie, I'm going to post it. And actually, you're good to go because I pulled your... So really, just an FYI. So my designers, I need a little bio from y'all. I got Carrie's because he's got a big old website, and I was able to just easily, put it in the chat GPT and, do its thing.
Change it out a bit.
Right. But for a lot of y'all, I don't really know what to put. So I would rather you supply me with something.
Tell us what you want us to know.
Yeah. And if you want to put it into ChatGPT, that would be super duper awesome. And then just, you can either post it in the designer group or just email it to me or whatever, because we have the plan for doing the website with the landing pages for each one of our designers. So, please and thank you ahead of time. Because that'll just save me a ton of like research time and this and that. I was going to kind of do it on my own. But then I was like, I bet everybody would be willing to kind of supply me with
relevant information. What do you want people to know?
Oh, you
and
don't
if
have
you
to
have things that you don't want people to know,
well,
don't put it in there.
Rhonda, yeah, you don't have to put it in there if you don't want to, but it's just, it is quick and easy to get her done. But you don't have to do that by any means. Yes, y'all have homework.
Okay, I think I've got one more pass here. Okay, this is number 3, folks. Are you counting?
Wonderful, Christy Hartman. Just, yeah, if you can just copy and paste it into an email for me, because then that way I have it sort of in one place and I can, yeah.
We're letting people know what special people you are.
Listen, Eddie, if anything, I'm putting a link to the one that we had. Now, I know you were, I think you, see, the PM Artist Studio, you know, Arty Chat with Eddie was like a warm-up. And then he was like giving his A game on Hazel's. And got spicy, and I liked it.
This is print number 3 without doing anything.
I would say keep it to, like, that is a good question.
It's like we don't need to know you from...
Hold on. I can tell you.
From birth to now, but, you know, like when you really started to become active artistically.
Yeah, kind of. But
or if there's a special event that made you, you know, change direction in your life and your art and yada yada. Open paint's great if you want to have a little bit of coffee with your printing. Okay, now before I yank this off of here, I need to have another print here. Dadgummit. Okay, this is kind of a boring blue print. I mean, it's really not. I could add some more. No, I think I'm not going to do that.
I'd say anywhere from like 200 to 300 words. Roundabout. 200 to 300 word count.
We'll talk about that one. Okay, we're going to flop off onto this.
That looks cool.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Let me make that happen.
Yes.
Well, see, perfect, Becky. Perfect.
Perfect what?
She needs to update her bio for the bead place. So, see, that's a twofer.
Twofer. Yeah. All right, now, I'm not going to do anything with this right now because I might be able to get some rub off going there. There's this very boring orange print.
No, Rhonda. Well, you can. I'm going to, if you do it like that, that's what I'm going to put in, Rhonda.
What's she going to do?
She's going to write hers in hieroglyphics.
Oh, there you go.
I like it. I like the sexiness of that.
I don't know that we have any Egyptian followers.
Look at you. Carrie's, he's being an overachiever. I love it. Would you like us to supply imagery, headshots, favorite art pieces, studio, or creative spaces? No. If you want, Carrie, I can send you what I pulled together for yours. Because it was based on your website. I just figured since you pretty recently worked that over that it was a good starting point. Because we needed something to figure out the layout. And then I pulled your headshot from one of your images from your website. Most of y'all, I have headshots, or actually, if you have something in particular that you want picture-wise, I can also let you know what those specifications would be. I did go out on my own and pull together things. And in fact, maybe what I do is just pop those into our group so you can review what I have.
Okay.
I do. And would you like to know how I got it, Yolande? I went to one of your videos and I did a screenshot because I'm like, this girl does not post pictures of herself. But you did do a face forward saying, once you're on the internet, y'all, that's fabulous.
Okay, this is just on plan, but it has so many cool things going on here that I don't know they were on the stencil.
Yes, Eddie.
And anyway, that I think is quite nice.
No, but I was thinking that that would have been cute if there was one of you and Lucy together. I'll post what I have in the group and then y'all can, yeah.
Oh, I wish my watercolors were drying faster because I really have this vision of me using
yeah,
using a rub off on them, but
they are not rubbable.
They're not rubbable at this point. Okay, look at that. Now, I think that drama-wise, I think this is wonderful. If I wanted to up the chroma of the colors here, I could come in and do some brushing and have some other colors come through there once this is dry. Remember, this is open paint. It takes at least an hour to 2 hours, and I just put my finger in it. To
That's how we know it's yours.
Now we know, yeah. There's not going to be any discussion.
Oh, I wish I could be there. That would be so fun. Hello, cat.
Okay. Now I'm running into a bit of a squeeze here. Okay, well let's put some color on this, and then that'll be something. Maybe some of that other stuff will be dry by then.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I can put the heat gun on it if you want. Want me to heat gun it?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Because they're on my gel plate, and I don't want you heating up.
Yeah, we just discussed that we don't think that is advisable.
No. Okay. I'm just going to put that over there, flop that off over there. This is still back. That paper down there with the right side up.
Oh, yeah, Gray, you post that anyway. Yeah, I'm with.
Because really what I thought on my, watercolor experiments is to come in with one of the stencils and put the stencil down onto the paper and then work in some kind of watery colors. I don't know.
I like the idea.
I will do that with one, and I think it's going to be good. Okay, so what are we going to pull this with? Well, we've got orange, red, yellow, and blue. Primary colors. That's usually mine.
All right, bye, Liz. Thanks for hanging.
And I'm thinking turquoise.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I like that.
Now, I do have this really brilliant blue.
Because it's gonna, like with the periwinkle stuff, it's just not gonna, yes, that's the one you should use.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you. Actually, I lifted that one. I don't think there's enough paint in there to do it anyway. So I'm agreeing with you, Mariah, for a couple of different reasons. I love this turquoise.
Yeah.
It is 661.
Is it 661?
Turquoise green in Amsterdam. Standard series. Nothing fancy. Just your regular run-of-the-mill paint. Amsterdam is good paint.
You've had a lot of little things showing up today.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This definitely is in your wheelhouse of color, Yolande, for sure.
I've got, oh, there we go. Look.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an interesting little
Wormy shape.
wormy, spermy shaped thing. Okay, now,
Mm-hmm.
I need to get some paper down here. Stop lollygagging.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick up more of the red at the top here than the blue at the bottom, and I probably could have even gone further than that.
I'm so excited for all of y'all that are going to Becky's thing. That's going to be so much fun.
I know. She needs to make a video.
She'll be videoing and doing all kinds of things. She knows what she's doing. Don't screw it up, Becky.
No pressure.
No pressure. Mm-hmm.
This is why you use this particular thing.
Yeah.
Because if you really, 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 really press down on that, you can get it off of there. For the most part.
For the most
Now,
part.
if there's another layer there, it's probably going to require
tape.
Overnighter tape. But that was quite nice. Okay, well, we can't pull this right now, but we're going to look at it.
Ooh, see, that was a good call. That other blue would have been poopy.
You're absolutely right. And the lightness of this turquoise and the darkness of that other blue, the other blue would have obliterated a lot of your darker colors there. So that was a good call. Good call. Okay, that must sit a spell. Let's see if we can. Oh, we ought to be able to pull this one. Now, this was the open paint, so. But it's also paper to paint.
Yes.
No paint on there. So it did, and look how clean, what a clean pull that was. And this it absorbed nicely. I think this is very interesting.
Awesome first layer.
Awesome first layer. Very happy about that. Oh. Having things hit the ground here. Okay.
And what are these papers for? Just because?
Well, they'll probably end up in packets. That's what happened a lot of times. I'm finished with my book.
Yeah, and we pulled together papers for Louisa. We're going to be sending those off. Exciting thing about that, too. More to come on that. Little teaser information there for you.
All right, we're gonna just. I'm thinking these two with some.
You need to give me a couple of those to put in for Margie's stuff.
Oh goodness, I have tons of them. She wants some.
You still here, Margie? Well, she always wants. Margie's always up for some papers.
Okay, well, absolutely. I mean, I only have a boatload. I mean, I'm making even more today. Okay, here we go. This is still.
Hi, Sonny.
This is still wet with paint, so we're going to try something here.
Okay. Oop.
Let's see if it's going to leave a.
No. Oh, a little.
Yeah. A little. Okay. I don't
was
know.
like, all right.
That,
well, Margie may not be here.
I don't know that that's going to stay there. I don't know that it needs to stay there. You know what?
What?
I'm gonna let that ghost print stay on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Because most likely whatever you brayer over that was probably just going to roll it up and eat it up anyway.
Ah, look there.
Oh, she's going to do the thing, y'all.
I don't know how interesting this is going to be.
Well,
But you got to see it here.
that's right. Instead of her just talking about it. That's
Yeah,
always
which
exciting.
I do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I need this stencil and I needed it clean, so this was a perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about, you know, doing this kind of thing, you just have to be brave. I was going to say something else, but
What?
no, because it's not proper. And this is a really, really, this is a really good stencil to do this with when you have kind of some interesting stuff, but you know, like,
Uh-oh.
and I think this color that happened to be on here, which is just, you know, a serendipitous lucky thing that occurred. But you can see where, look at that.
That's good stuff. I think that was an accident by Darcy. Girl, what you doing?
And the thing about it is, because we have this lovely watercolor paper here, which is, you know, it's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing this because I really do want to get the imprint of the lines here.
Yes, that mossy gray is beautiful. Rhonda loves that. It is good color, yeah. Oh, awesome, Margie. Bye, Carrie. Thanks for hanging. Good to have you. Hello, Irma. It's okay. I was like, oh, what did Becky say? That looks pretty cool. I mean, I know to some that this might be a hot mess, but I'm telling you, like, you know, another 4 streams from now.
Yeah, you'll never be able to recognize it anyway.
It'll be awesome.
It'll be awesome. And look, it's even...
Although you don't have 4 streams to get your...
These are friends now.
Although Monroe doesn't care.
Monroe doesn't care?
I don't think he does about, like, when he receives his bookmarks. This is why I don't like her signing up for these things, because time is not a constraint she works within. She's just... You will get it. It's just, I don't know when, and that sort of stresses me out, because...
Okay, so, I don't know what they were supposed to be, but they're going to be 9 by 2.
It's a very long...
I really like long...
She likes a long bookmark.
I like a long bookmark. I even want my bookmark to stick out from the top to the bottom. And
no questions about where that bookmark is.
I am going to add the string, but if you don't want to use it, you don't have to.
I like
it's
that.
It's an optional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like string, and sometimes I'm not so much into the string.
Yeah. That's her string theory.
Yeah. That. Oh. All right, where are we here, and what were we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got some...
And that's right. Size matters.
We've got some mucky muck on the plate here, but we're just going to ignore it and pretend like it's clean. You can do that if you get them off quickly. Now, if you leave them on there for any length of time, all that, pardon me, stuff is going to come back up. But, no worries. Okay, now look, we have a clean, well, cleanish, gel plate, stencil. And it's, for the most part,
yeah,
it's not coming off. So, a little bit of that might transfer, but that's not going to be significant. So we've got this. And where was the other?
Don't mess that up. I think you should let me just spray that one.
Really?
Let me remind you of this.
Oh, yeah, I know which one she's talking about. Okay, I agree. Here. I'm handing across, so I can't, you know, moan and groan. I was going to say something else, but you notice how I used my inner
Oh, do you want this one
sensor?
back?
Oh, yeah. Do that.
That was the one I pulled the paper off, but got the stencil back, but not the...
Yeah, I want to do something else to this. I want to technique this in another way.
That's another day?
Another day. Okay. This is a good one here to replace the one that I handed across the Great Divide. This might be also.
I like those. Yeah, those are great.
Now, you see the shiny paint here?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably, and this is great. Look at these two. Can you see the difference? They're going to take to the paint you put on here completely differently.
I don't know about completely, but there will be a noticeable
difference in their, okay, I'm going to leave that out here. That one out here. This one here. So I can, you know.
Becky would like to know, would you like to know what the swaps are for the rest of the year so you could go ahead? But see, the thing is, then she'll talk about it on stream. That'll mess it up for people. And then, you know, it's a cycle, y'all.
Yeah, it just is what it is. And
no.
I just try to do it in the timeliest manner that I
just give her an understandable partners.
Yeah, don't give me somebody that's going to be really, you know, upset with me if I don't.
Just somebody regular to the stream so they understand what is going on.
Or you explain to them prior to signing me up with them. Okay, this is what she does. She does great stuff, but you might have to wait
a little bit
next year to get it.
Yeah.
That's not true. I'm not that.
Bye, Juliet.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my Naples yellow in the Aura paint.
She's in her era. This is Aura. This
but
one's
I'm
in
going
an era.
To squirt out. That's some weird stuff in my eyeballs.
Oh, I've been having.
Can you see?
Yeah, I think it's one of your hair. Yeah, just do that. I think. Is that better? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna oomph it up a bit, and I'm gonna oomph it with quinacridone nickel azo gold, and this is kind of a cool thing to do.
See, Becky's down with that. As long communication is key. As long as you and your partner have
established
terms, then
hey,
all good.
We have been communicating via the
lightning bolt.
Okay, so we've got the opaque paint here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to whack it a couple times here.
All right, Gray. It seems like lots of people are eating chicken today. I know how Paula's chicken and her stuffed chicken in the oven.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Cotton Patch, y'all know this place?
She likes the Cotton Patch. It's very salty.
Very salty. But I think
it.
people must have been bitching about it because it doesn't seem like it's as salty as it used to be.
But they have fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes that are it wasn't very good the last time we had them.
No.
I was very disappointed. It wasn't their usual. They weren't very flavorful.
Oh, Mo is a freaking chicken free zone.
She's a chicken free?
Yeah. She doesn't eat meat.
She doesn't like the cluckers, huh?
The cluckers or mooers. I don't know about I don't even, fish too, right? And she's like full.
Full on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's impressive.
I think so. I don't know. Let me know, Mo. I don't.
Okay. Now you can see already, before I even pick this stencil up, how cool this is looking. Let me turn my thing for my flat side here.
I think she'd be down with the fried pickles, though.
Well, the fried green tomatoes are usually really awesome.
They said pickles, but yes, pickles are good, too.
Does she do cheese?
Yes, I think she's a cheese eater. I think. Well, Mo, we don't know.
Some people aren't.
That's right. Bye, Becky.
All right, I'm getting a lot of good stuff onto my...
Okay. Oh, she doesn't eat dead stuff. So anything that's like, mammal or fish or yeah, I would
Does she
say
do
that.
eggs?
Oh no, Devin has fallen off the vegetarian wagon. We won't tell anybody. It's okay.
Okay, that's looking really yummy. Okay, here we go. We're taking old purple here, lining it up.
I have fallen off the keto wagon. I've been eating all kinds of terrible things. I'm in my eating my feelings era.
Our little child says that.
What she got it from me.
Uh-huh.
Because I told her like one day like, she says, "Mommy, you're eating Oreos." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm eating my feelings today." And she, ever since then, she's like, "Mommy, I'd really like to eat some feelings," which basically means,
We know that it's crap.
yeah. But she picked up on it real quick. She's like, "Oh."
Now,
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a residual we're going to have on this, because it's not open. Well, very little, but look at this.
Oh, Ricky says in order to get super flavorful fried green tomatoes, they need to really be more pinkish rather than full on green.
Ah, yes, because you're bringing.
You want a little bit.
I want
yeah.
you to look at this.
This
and
is
just
fabulous.
Absolutely.
That's really good.
Isn't that wonderful? And you saw it here,
folks,
in its initial form and its later form. Okay, so we still have a little mucky muck out here, but I don't think it's going to make a.
Yeah, but they are not keto, Magnetar.
What? Oh, the fried, fried green tomato.
No, she says Oreos are vegan.
Well, as long as they weren't made with,
yeah, depends on the
oil.
Yeah, or like if they've used the Crisco kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it took up some of the edge, but okay, so that's dry out there. We don't have to concern ourselves with that. Okay, now, you saw how that went on that, and I'm thinking that is exactly what we need to do again. Pardon me for this.
Just with you in the hiccupy. I'm extra hiccupy today.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of water today.
Becky says that's some nice mucky muck on the plate. She didn't say mucky muck, but
yeah, it is. And we're gonna that was so successful. We are going to attempt that again.
Yeah, Christy said that one was frame worthy. Should probably just get cut up or.
Okay, so you saw what I did there with the
That's crazy.
Just turning this around here and trying to. Oh, I really like that. I really like those colors together. Okay, this is yellow ochre, which is, basically the same thing, just a little darker. Okay. Yellow ochre extra. I don't know what that extra means, but
it's extra.
Extra. Read all about it.
Extra ochre.
Okay, so this time we're going to go with quinacridone. Is that what I used last time? Or did I use the Nicolazo?
They're kind of interchangeable.
Okay, forget that. We're going to go full on with ta-da! Transparent red iron oxide. It's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sticky.
It's still curing.
This is true.
That's how you know.
I did finally have to throw away my little jars over there that I was making, little
experiments in.
I tried to get it out of the jar.
It No go.
No go.
Well, you know, you gave it a go.
I did, and I feel like, you know, that's what's important. All right, we're going to do this one, but I want to point out before we start, I can feel them here, the texture. And that's significant. It's significant because it's going to print differently. Okay, you really should grab this with the fat part.
Yeah. Y'all understand that the more solid areas of the mashup stencils are where you want to grab it.
Yeah.
If you've cut the edges. Tactile, Eddie says. It was tactile. And what did she say the other day? She's tactily. Oh,
Isn't it across?
Well, there wasn't much there, lady.
Really, I was afraid of that because
paint and paint, I think, was kind of the main issue here. And again, because it was tactile.
It was.
Means it's not.
And I told you could feel it. And I need to shut up and get this down.
Yeah, you grab it by the fat part.
Yeah. Don't be tugging at those little tendrils.
Don't tug at the tendrils. Tug at the tushy. Ask first.
Tore off a little.
Tactilian.
Okay, that's not coming up. It's
Mo is hashtag no tugging. I might just ask first. Ooh, another winner.
I always like to wait and look at it up there because
it looks different.
It looks different.
It glows in the.
Okay, I think that's pretty interesting. It might be a bit tableclothy, but.
Hello, Sensible. Welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna pull that because look at this. Well, we've got some other, the other business going on there.
Yes. That's some good business happening there. It needs to dry.
Good business going on there. Okay, I want you to see this.
Now, if you wanted to do a rub off, there's still that option here, I believe. This wasn't the print for it.
Oh, well, let's just pull this one and do it on here.
There you go. And then you got 8 minutes. I think that'll do us just right.
And this is interesting. Did you notice?
I love these colors together.
The stuff pulled here, but it didn't pull on the white.
Well, that's the paper.
I know.
Well, why would it pull?
Oh, that's true. Dear Lord.
Chicken and the egg, y'all.
Having a little moment.
Just a moment.
Here. It's a senior moment.
I don't understand why this paper wasn't. Oh, yeah. Nothing sticky
wasn't any
there.
paint there.
Yeah.
It does. It maketh a difference.
It do. And I'm loving this. I love pink and yellow, pink and orange. Pink. Pink.
Mariah, can I ask you how many pages you came up with in your book?
You can ask me.
Are you going to talk about it?
Yeah.
No.
So there are 22 is what I think. And basically it ended up being about, so 21 would have been nice because then I could do, because there's 3 signatures. I put 7 in 2 of them, and now some of those pages are the tissue that Anne from Illinois sent us. So, they fold nicely and they're not as bulky. These are some thick signatures I got. Size matters, y'all.
And some of them are very painty.
Yeah, he's been chatting back there. He's been
Mariah, you weren't telling me about the time.
I did tell you the time. I said you had 8 minutes to get this done, and I felt like you had enough time.
Well, you needed to make sure that I was listening to you.
Hey, you have 5 minutes. Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I think I kind of messed that up.
I think it's fine. I love this. I love this. It's a little different.
A little different. Okay, I don't have to pull this off here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I would if I wanted to use the thing again, but I'm not going to because I've got another idea. I think putting down a solid color of that really brilliant, this kind of yellow.
Yeah, or this one.
Well, I like this one because this one is light fast and that's not.
You can mix them together.
I don't want to mix them together. Okay, so there we go. And I like this because it's kind of a custard color. That's a good one.
You got 4 minutes.
Well, we're just gonna, take a little trip down memory lane here and
Okay, here's one.
talk about, that this. Okay, here. Do I have an extra one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it does have a little bit of stuff on it, doesn't it? Well, I can just see if we. Oh, see that watercolor is still not. See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's not completely dry. But at least it's not going to be rolling around if I do that.
Yeah.
And that's important. Keep it drying flat unless you want. And a bit of a problemo here.
Well, normally she does say, "Oh, that's enough time," but I just figured she heard me. But if I don't hear,
this is not going to take up much time.
Well, no, but we're on the confirmation of time. If I don't hear you say, "Oh, well, that's enough time," or this or that, then I should know that you didn't hear me.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using my good water here,
Mm-hmm.
not my crappy water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to.
So basically what she does with the washouts, I do with sprays. Same basic concept.
And I'm really getting this down into the, and I don't know if this is the final layer here. I just don't know.
Oh, that looks...
Okay, I'm getting all that stuff down in there. But then what I'm going to do, and I'm really scrubbing it in there. And this is a crap brush. Don't do this with your good brush.
Yeah, I don't. It'll eat them up.
It'll eat them up. Then I'm coming back. Okay, that's not wet enough. I got a new one.
Mm-hmm. Moisture matters.
And taking off some of that colored the blue so I can get that nice contrast again.
Because you understand the paint was still a little bit wet on top of the paint. And this was the one that she did the flop off, and it didn't really, like that little bit of custardy color was from that previous flop off.
But now, look at how cool that looks.
Yes. Fabulous. That was a great way to end the stream. All right, my Arty friends, we will be back here tomorrow for Mariah Makes Magical Mayhem. That's what I'm going with today.
She's going to show you her book. She's going to show you my book with the papers glued down on the back.
I'm going to show you some people, and then we're going to do some collage business and maybe some other fun things to get into. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see how far that gets us all.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of things. Until then.
Love ya.
Like a
long haul.
Bye, guys.